So, I ask, was there gang stalking and betrayal by my friends, ex-girlfriends, family possibly, parents? And somebody asked, what triggered this? What triggered this thought process? So I posted about Iriana Zarutsky on Reddit, saying how she was targeted and brutally murdered on a train, and, you know, the Associated Press refuses to report it because it's a black on white crime. However, they have over 10,000 reports about George Floyd, and he's some, you know, person who overdosed on fentanyl according to the autopsy report. And, you know, somebody said, you know, what I posted was despicable. I forget exactly what this person, Hippo Run, said, but, you know, they were really critical of me. They said, you know, how George Floyd is a victim, and I guess the point, what I want to say here is, you know, then I went on, you know, Instagram, and I looked at who won, you know, Video Music Award, MTV Artist of the Year, and it was Lady Gaga. And I'm like, all right, you know, have rich, famous, interesting people known of me for the past 20 years, 10 years, 5 years? And have they been stifling me? Have they been silencing me? You know, like, let's take Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, whoever it may be. You know, has somebody powerful not liked me? You know, was I being buried by Howard Stern for the, you know, the radio shock jock for the past 20 to 25 years? You know, did my ex-girlfriend in 2012 know Man Crush Ed, and were they conspiring into betraying me because they thought it would, you know, I'm like, and they say, Andrew, none of this is true. You know, basically what you're doing is you're coming to a feeling of conviction about what you suspect is true. It's all your imagination. Nobody was conspiring behind your back. You know, you were not betrayed by your parents, family, friends, ex-girlfriends, and so on. Everything is as it appears to be at face value. There are no hidden realities. You know, none of your family worked for some liberal politician, you know, some liberal politician who went on to be a really powerful figure in America, was not silencing you or putting the kibosh on your account. I'm like, look at my artwork. You know, why am I not rich and famous? They say, the reason you're not rich and famous is because you don't create pop songs like Lady Gaga. You know, you're not an actor. You haven't taken any acting classes. That's the reason Hollywood hasn't come to hire you for a movie. Nobody knows about you, Andrew. You're an unknown. You're a nobody. It's that simple, you know? You know, and you know, when I think Lady Gaga knew of me in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, she didn't. She did not even know I existed. And the same goes for Taylor Swift and so on, or whoever else, you know, the person may be. They say, Andrew, what you need maybe more Abilify or a stronger antipsychotic like Clozaril. Only believe things that are confirmed and corroborated by others. Only believe things you have first-hand evidence of. Don't daydream about secrets, don't daydream about hidden realities, and believe what you suspect to be true. No one conspired into pharmacologically abusing you. No one tortured you. You know, nobody was getting off for my pain and suffering. This is all delusions. It's all delusions. I mean, it's that simple. And when I protest and I get angry, I'm like, tell me the truth. Admit to what you did. Nobody did anything. This is all psychosis. This is all in my mind.